everybody, I'm Merisu the Art Sheep, and thank you so much for checking out this video. And today, I am drawing the character Suki from the animated series Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yee! I've actually gotten a lot of requests to draw characters from this TV show, but I've just never gotten around to it. But recently, me and my brother rewatched it, and it was so good. So I put out a poll to see which one my audience would like to see me draw, and the one that got the most votes was Suki. Well, at least on YouTube. I did put a poll out on Twitter, and I think the one that got the most votes was Suki, Azula, and Toph. So I think it was a tie on there. I never know how to check on Instagram, because every time I put them out, it's just like I kind of forget, and then when I check, the story's gone, so I don't know how to check it. It won't let me check it, and it's so annoying. So I'm just going to hope that Instagram also said Suki. And I wasn't quite sure. I was a little bit more in the mood to draw Katara because I really wanted to try to draw some water effects. But I am actually really glad that I did Suki because I always loved her design. I think she's very beautiful. Well, I mean, all of the characters from Avatar are really beautiful. Like, even the guys, their designs are so nice. I really do like that TV show. I remember seeing it when I was little, but I didn't watch it because we didn't have, like, the channel. It didn't come on our television, so we only saw a little bit when we were on vacation. I think I remember Sozin's Comment being advertised, but it didn't really appeal to me. But then my brother started watching it when we were about, I think I was 15, so it was definitely later, but I was still a kid. And I ended up falling in love with it after that. It was really fun, and especially looking back at it now as an adult, you really just appreciate how good it was. Like, the storytelling was so efficient and talented, and everything was very well written. The show was fun, it wasn't inappropriate, it wasn't over dramatic, it was fun, and the animation was so gorgeous, and I really did love it. And it's so sad we don't get TV shows like this anymore, like, at all. It's just, like, I really do miss having wonderful TV shows like this. So here's something that's funny. When I was drawing Suki's face, I was trying to go for a style that looked a little less aggressively anime, and I was very happy was the facial expression that I came up with. But when I got a closer look at it, I was like, wait, isn't this Korra from my Korra drawing? Not Korra from Avatar: Legend of Korra, but Korra from Tron. I ended up drawing an illustration with it, and I looked at him, and yes, the face looked exactly the same. It was so funny. It was like, oh my goodness, do I only have one face? It do be that way. But yeah, the pose that I went for is when she was fighting Azula in the forest, along with the rest of the Kyoshi warriors against Ty Lee and Mai. So that's the scene I've gone for. Because I really liked it, because I liked how she was holding up her shield, and I liked how she was boldly trying to deflect the fire, and she had her fan out, because I knew I wanted to depict the metal fan in this illustration, because I have been recently watching the Kimetsu no Yaiba movie like crazy, and I always liked Doma's fan, how it's drawn, and so it kind of gave me an excuse to kind of mimic that style. That's what I was going for. And like I said, it was really fun doing this. This drawing got a little delayed though, because I ended up getting sick. I still am a little sick. I'm still recovering, but because of that, it did get a little delayed. Also, you might be wondering if you saw the thumbnail. This says Speedpaint and yapping. This isn't because this video is special, it's just something that I'm going to start putting in the thumbnail titles, Speedpaint and Yappin'. I'm not sure if I'll actually put it in the title of the video, but it will at least be in the thumbnail. And the reason why is because I think if I just say Speedpaint, it kind of gives the impression that I don't talk in these videos, and it's just silent music. Well, music's not silent, but you know what I mean. It's nothing but music. And some people don't like that. They're not as popular anymore, unless you've got like a really good built-in audience. And even if it was popular, it's also just not what I do. So I want people to know what to expect when they click the videos. Also, technically, I said this in my pre-hunt of Speedpaint, that I may have forgot Speedpaint 130. One, and just accidentally went to 132. At least I think that's what the number was. I think it was around 130-ish, and I think I forgot, and so, like, I miscounted, and so I went from 130 to 131, instead of going 130, instead of, labeling it correctly, so I accidentally mislabeled the next video to 131, which means that I would have never actually done a proper 130, and so that means I'm technically one Speedpaint short, which means technically this is my 300 Speedpaint, and my last one was my 299th, but I'm just going to say that I must have deleted the video, and I lost the image off of my computer and my DeviantArt, because the alternative that I did miscount, and I'm totally off, is just like, it's too much to bear. It really is too much to bear. But yes, besides that, we're back on the regular scheduled program. I'm gonna try to start working on Revolution Full Color. I was going to do it today, but then I was like, nah, let's just get a clean start. We'll start next week. So I'm going to try to go back to Revolution Full Color. Going to work on that. Going to work on another video that will kind of teach people how I draw and really going through my process. I'm not sure if it will come out because I recorded a whole bunch of audio. It's 130 pieces of audio files, and it's really long, and so it's going to take a long time to edit. But on top of that, I was just like, this is really stupid. Like, I just started listening to this. I started thinking about what I was saying, and I was like, this sounds so pretentious, and I hate it. I hate it so much. So I might not do it. Anyway, back to the drawing. It was really fun drawing the face paint with Kyoshi. I think that's just Kyoshi. Suki. I think that's just really why I was happy that she did get the most votes, although I was a little surprised. I thought it might be Azula, but like I said, technically on Twitter I think it was a tie, but Katara got the least amount of votes. But I knew that this would just have a lot of things that I would really enjoy. The fan, like I said, I've been watching a lot of Kimetsu no Yaiba and was Doma's fan. I wanted to try to do something similar. I wanted to really try to do the Japanese style armor and the gold and the crown, and I love it when I have two dramatic light angles to work with that are different colors. So you have the back log, well, you can't see the log part because it's out of view, but that's what's on fire because it's based off of that fight scene in the TV show. So the back log behind her is on fire, and then in front of her, Zula's flames are just being launched at her, and I just loved working with that. It was so much fun, and like I said, the makeup was really fun to do. It's really nice to try to do chalk white skin with the dramatic red. It's like, I love it. Sorry, I was distracted for a minute. I was like, wait, what was I doing? I'm doing her lips. I got distracted by the old shiny. That was something that I noticed in the live action Avatar, is that they forgot the detail that Suki has blue eyes. It's very subtle, but she does have blue eyes because she's obviously from a group that's more heavily where the water tribe meets the Earth Kingdom, so there's a lot of mixed population. It is also kind of funny too, because it definitely seems like Avatar used to be just very distinct in its cultures, with China, Japan, Tibet, and Inuit tribes. And now it seems like they're trying to put more things in it. And it's like, I think Avatar went from the world of Asians to a world, well, technically East Asians, was a little bit of South Asians here and there, but it went from a world of Asians to a world with just every culture except for white people now. And it's like, I don't think I like that. I mean, I don't need white people to be an Avatar, but it's like, well, what's all the other ethnicities there? Why am I seeing people who look like they're from Africa there? That doesn't make sense. I mean, it's fine, but that's not what was in the Avatar world. I swear, I really do not like anything outside the original TV show. Now, that said, we are watching Korra now. So we just finished the original series and we went on to Korra. I don't dislike Korra as much as some people do, but I will admit there is a lot I do not like at all. And I know a lot of people will say, you just don't like it because you don't like strong women. No, I like Katara. I like Toph. I love them. And I even like Azula. I just don't like it when Azula is a good guy, because I like her being a bad guy. And I always find it funny that people always just want to try to make her a good guy. I get why, because she didn't grow up in the best environment, and she was just a kid. But at the same time, it's like, you could say that about anybody who grew up in the Fire Nation. So, I don't know, it's like, why can't you just have her be evil? I know that there was, like, plans in the season 4 that never came to pass, that she was going to get redeemed, but even then, I don't think it was set in stone 100%. I could be wrong, though, but it doesn't matter. Even if they did do it back then, I still not sure if I would like it. I definitely don't like how they ended up doing it in the Search book. That was like, that was stupid. I really didn't like it. The art on that graphic novel, at least, was good. Not on some of the other ones, like Turf War. That had some disgusting art. My goodness. Really, really bad. I hated it. But yeah, so yeah, I don't like Korra. I'm not a fan of it, but I don't dislike it. And season 1 actually is pretty good. It does have some issues though, because so a good example of my problems with Korra really is in this one scene of when she loses her temper, burns down the priceless training artifact with the airbending stuff, and then she just storms off, and then she's rewarded with the answer to how to the airbending movements. And that's just so not what would be like in the original. You don't get rewarded after you act like a brat and you damage ancient property. It was the same element that destroyed their culture. That's just so insensitive. I would have liked it better. The scene would have worked a lot better if she actually came back and fixed it herself. And you do see it being fixed, but it's not her who's doing it. She's just watching it. Like, if she was fixing it and she apologized, that would have been a lot better. Like, in season 1, Korra does have a lot of good potential to be good. It's just that they don't really follow through in it because they rather do it. Like, even the beginning, like, was her saying, I'm the Avatar, you gotta deal with it, and you see all of her bending those elements as a toddler. Like, I don't think they did that because they wanted to make her a girl boss. I think they just wanted to do it as a joke and to really lay home the difference between Aang and Korra. And considering the fact that we don't see her again until she's 16, I really don't think that was necessary outside of that joke, because it really does kind of just ruin her and make her just like, oh, she's just good at this stuff, and I just don't like it. And she never looks at the spiritual side of bending. She almost always looks at the physical, and their entire point is that she's supposed to learn the spiritual side, but in the end, she doesn't really seem to get it down, ever. Like, at least in my opinion. But the one thing I'll say about Korra is that it has beautiful animation. Like, I am salivating at season 1. It is so, so beautiful. The backgrounds, the character designs, except for Bolin. I'm not a big fan of Bolin's design. The art direction, it's the fight direction, the choreography, it's all really good, really, really pretty. So I wish Korra was better, but it's just nowhere near as good as the original. But That said, I don't think it's like garbage like some people say. I do think it has a lot of good elements into it. Anyway, now I'm just kind of finishing up the details of the armor and the gold. I did this actually just today, so I just now finished this drawing, and I had a spot where I could record the audio later at night. So hopefully I get this out actually on the 8th of August, because that would be nice. And yeah, it was a lot of fun working on this drawing. It was very relaxing, and it was fun working with dramatic lightings and a lot of gold and the fabric. It all just turned out really nice, and I wasn't sure because there was a moment where I thought maybe I was gonna quit, but it was just like, I don't think this is gonna look that good. But then when I waited till the end, trusted the process, and yep, I'm very happy with it. So let me know if you want me to draw any of the Evergirl characters from Avatar. If I do, it won't be for a while because I have a princess project that I want to do, and like I said, I do want to try to get to Revolution full color, and I have the video where I want to show people my drawing process, which if that does come out, it will come out next week, and if it doesn't come out next week, then it ain't coming out. I'm just not doing it. But besides that, like I said, Revolution full color and princess project are next. But if you do want to see me draw any other character from Avatar, let me know, because I had a lot of fun drawing Suki, and I think the other characters will be just as fun. So that was the video. I hope you liked. If you did, do all of the YouTube things: comment, share, subscribe, and if you did not, thank you so much for watching this far. Anyway, it means a lot to me, and I will be back with another video hopefully real soon. Until then, bye!